Would you like to know the most embarrassing things each state Googles?
Like on a whole?
Yeah, so Google Trends does this really cool thing where they tell you like what's trending, what everybody's Googling right now, but then they also break it down by state. So you will see like the number one thing everybody is Googling today. But then they'll also have the most embarrassing things that each state is Googling. And that means that enough people are Googling this that it's coming up in a Google search when they do a list of stuff. This is really high on the list. These are all number one. This is the number one thing in each state that they Google that is pretty embarrassing.
Like West Virginia would have, how do I brush my tooth? Things like that.
Actually, West Virginia's is, why is my poop green?
That's something you put in Google?
Yeah, people in West Virginia, the most embarrassing thing that they Google in West Virginia is, why is my poop green?
Why is their poop green?
I don't want to know what they're eating in West Virginia that's making their poop green. I don't know.
But more than one person is Googling this, so it's got to be, why you have green poop?
I don't know. Something's going on in West Virginia.
Okay.
Californians, they want to know, how do I quit my job that I just started?
Not how can I put out a fire that's coming towards my house. No, it's how do I quit a job I just started.
Yeah, their priorities are kind of weird. Like the COVID numbers are going through the roof. The fires are impossible there.
Right.
But yeah, that's the priority of Californians right now.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah. Now, Florida, you would think that the number one thing they would Google is, how do I get a hatchet out of my arm?
How do I unpregnate my sister?
Exactly, that kind of thing. But no, the number one thing that they Google in Florida is, how do you get rid of a ghost?
Really? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ghosts in Florida, huh?
I don't know, I guess so. Georgia wants to know, where's Africa?
I've actually Googled that before, so I can't make fun of them for that.
Indiana is asking, how is a baby made?
That's probably kids, because kids always ask that question. Now they have, I wonder if the kids ask Siri that, and that goes through Google somehow, and that's why it comes up.
Maybe they go on Google and they just hit Siri. Maybe.
Right.
Louisiana, they want to know, why do I sweat so much?
Because you're in Louisiana.
That's what I figured. It's the summer and you're in Louisiana.
Right.
I mean, duh. This is interesting. Michigan, what am I good at?
Yeah, because it's probably people that got fired because they're working for Ford or GM. So they're trying to figure out what's next. Right.
Here's a funny one. New Jersey, they want to know Ouija board, but it's spelled Weegee instead of the way Ouija board is spelled, Ouija. So it's misspelled. But that's the number one thing that they're Googling in New Jersey.
But they all misspelled it.
They all misspelled it.
They all spelled it Ouija.
Ouija
board.
Vermont wants to know, where is Canada? Which would make sense if Vermont's entire northern border did not touch Canada.
How do I get to Canada? Drive north.
Just go that way. Just look up. It's right there.
I-91 north. Just keep driving. You
can see it from your roof. And then a bunch of states just Googled like just a name of a celebrity. Massachusetts, Will Smith.
Right.
Montana, Nick Nolte.
No.
Yeah. Nevada, Guy Fieri.
Why would they? There must be billboards of him up somewhere, and that's why people, because there's a lot of Guy Fieri billboards around here.
Right.
So I think you drive past them and they go, what is up with that guy's hair? Let's Google him and find out.
Pennsylvania, Nickelback. South Dakota, Dr. Phil. And I got to tell you, I don't know what's going on in New Mexico, but the number one thing that they're Googling, Justin Bieber nude.
If I lived there, I would be Googling, where's Old Mexico? That should be number one on the list.
Yeah, if you live in New Mexico, why wouldn't you ask, what's Old Mexico?
Right. Or really, really old Mexico and newer Mexico. There's got to be these places. Why is it called New Mexico? That's what I want to know.
You're going to be very happy. I saved this one for last.
Oh, no.
The number one thing that they are Googling in your state, my friend, is Live PD.
Really? Yeah, we want it to come back.
They want to know what happened to it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing we look forward to every week was Live PD. Now they took it away from us. See, the fun thing about Live PD is they would shoot it right down the street. There's a couple of police stations right down the street. So you would drive down the street and see people doing bad things, and you'd be like, I'll see you in an hour, on the TV. And now we can't do that because they took it off.
Like you didn't need to know what was going on. You're like, oh, I'll just watch that later.
Yeah, in 30 minutes I can find out what's going on down that street.
Oh, look, there's a police chase. Wait, let me get home and get to the TV.
Right. Because they would break into people's homes, to arrest them, and they would be watching Live PD. See, these are the things I miss.
Like you're sitting on your couch and the cops break in and you're watching the cops break in your own house.
Yeah, you're like, damn it, I was just watching that. That looked like my neighborhood.